This is Dabu 7. For those unaware, we have a group of First Amendment attorneys that have filed suit against the federal government after what they say is a surge in electronic device data in those searches at the U.S. border crossings with Mexico. They're saying that laptops, tablets, cell phones, things of that nature are being gone through at a severe rate. And basically that they're trying to cover it up. Now, the Knight First Amendment Institute at Columbia University had filed this Freedom of Information Act request, and they were denied. They just ignored them. This was done on March 15th. So they countered, and they came back and said, okay, now we're going to file suit. So they filed a lawsuit against DHS and ICE for what they say is going through people's records and electronic devices and doing so in an unjust way. So I've said this before. There is a shadow government ring in D.C. that had Patrick Kennedy in it. And all the Freedom of Information Act requests pass through that round table. Talked about it in the past, exposed some of the members. And it's literally a round table that's calling the shots on what's going to be let known and what's not. They could deny it or they could pass it through. So, just so people know in the future, anytime you hear of one of those requests, it's got to go through that round table. Every single one of them. And it just goes to show that the control's right there on what is let out and what's not. I mean, just in that sense. So they're going through all these electronic devices, and people are highly upset. They're saying that this has skyrocketed. They said that in February of this year, more devices were searched than in all of 2015. Just to put things into perspective on how many devices they are going through. So just imagine if you're going across the border and you think that you can just slip on through, and then they're like, you got a tablet in that bag, got a cell phone, got a laptop, let me see it. And you're like, well, no, I don't want to give you anything. I don't have to. Well, yes, you do. And then they're pulling you off to the side, and they're taking your stuff, and that's it. They've basically got you in their possession right there, you and all your goods, and they're doing whatever they want. So apparently enough people are complaining about this. Everyday citizens, not illegal immigrants or anything like that, just everyday citizens passing across the border with their passports and all. They're like, no, pull over. We need to go through your vehicle and all your electronics. So that's what's happening at many of these checkpoints. It's skyrocketed. And some of these groups want to know what they're doing and the full scale of it. Because just from the numbers that were put out that they're going off of, that were provided by DHS, you can see from 2016 to 2015 that it had skyrocketed. And as I said, in 2017, just in February, there's been more in that 1 month than all of the year of 2015. So just a heads up, if you expect to be crossing our southern border at this point, it looks like DHS in some areas is definitely going through people's electronics more than they ever were before. Let's just put it that way. I will leave a link. It's been Dabu 7.